Story time, it's just dirty water. If you get grossed out easy, now is your chance to keep scrolling. This happened to me when I was in middle school, and I still have nightmares about it. My room used to be on the top floor, and above me was the attic. It wasn't finished, but you could walk around up there, and my family used it for storage. One day I woke up, and my bed was soaking wet. Not only was it wet, but it smelled absolutely awful, almost like pee that was just sitting there. It was the most disgusting thing I ever smelled. My hair was wet, my face was wet, and my clothes were soaked. I could see marks on my ceiling, so I figured it was just a leak, and the smell was from sitting water or something. At the time I was 12, so what did I know? I told my dad. He thought the same thing, so we just cleaned it up, and I slept in my bed that same night. That one simple decision put me in the hospital. I was woken up in the middle of the night to something hitting me, and the most unbearable smell I've ever experienced. I was covered in something hard, and again I was soaked. It was dark in my room, so I had no idea what was going on. I tried to feel around, and stuck my finger right into what felt like a mouth. I almost screamed, but I don't think my brain wanted to believe it, so I felt around some more. Sure enough, I was touching a wet, soggy face with an open mouth. I screamed for my dad, and when he turned the light on, I couldn't believe what was staring back at me. There in bed with me was a half-decayed raccoon covered in its own bodily fluids. I watched in horror and disbelief as I saw tiny worms crawling in and out of its mouth and eyes. The mouth and eyes I had just been touching. I was rushed to the hospital to make sure I didn't have rabies, but if the ceiling had never collapsed while I was asleep, I would have never known it wasn't just dirty water.